This week we will be discussing directing energy into points of light. But before we discuss specifically how to direct that energy, we have to understand that we are reacting to existing energy all the time. We can recognize the reaction in our normal, everyday life when our senses pick up situations to where we have to resolve some kind of issue. A very simple example may be in order. Suppose I am driving down the road and my car has a flat tire. I must change that tire before I safely continue my journey. However, I can get angry, frustrated, blame my misfortunes on others, feel sorry for myself, etc. It would be very easy to recognize those kinds of emotions I would be exhibiting as I'm basically reacting to a real situation, and that I can reflect later on a more appropriate response that I should have undertaken. However, there are positive and negative energies we don't necessarily sense firsthand with our senses. However, there are positive and negative energies we don't necessarily sense firsthand with our senses. There are invisible energies that each of us is surrounded with, what I call a sea of pranic energy. These are emotional charges left over from other individuals as a result of sets of circumstances. Gifted individuals can sense or feel these, and sometimes can easily recognize these as mood blobs. Although there are many different kinds of pranic energies, some of the more negative ones tend to be the feelings of having no freedom, having no personal power, enviness, fear, anger, feeling of not being intelligent, manipulation, arrogance, jealousy, guilt. Through the veil of forgetfulness, feelings of being deaf, dumb, and blind about our true purpose, impatience, and intolerance. Now, there are many more, but I'm going to pick on those as they seem to be most obvious at times. As I just stated, pranic energy is emotional energy left over from other individuals involved with situations that have elicited emotions. Pranic energies occurs in various different places. Whether it is positive or negative, some highly sensitive individuals react to these energies without recognizing why. Some individuals cannot work in a large office complex or a skyscraper because of the continual flowing up and down of pranic energy. Oftentimes, we unconsciously react to these energies, which as a result puts us in certain emotional moods, and sometimes we do not recognize why we are feeling the way we are. Pranic energy enters our personal space and reacts physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and can easily disrupt our peace of mind. Pranic energy is just energy. It can stay with us for a long time, and our reactions can feed that energy. Sometimes we have to force into our personal space different kinds of positive energy to replace the negative energy that is currently there. These can include being at peace, appreciating the small things, be balanced and recognize that we are all emotional individuals and that all of us will never be perfect. We just want to be balanced. Providing service to others, doing things and keeping track of the successes that one has done, and understanding and recognizing that each of us are masters of our own ship. This should be done on a constant basis. I recognize that it is a lifelong process. As a human being, I make mistakes, and the best that I can do is forgive myself in making those mistakes, focus on not making that mistake again, and agreeing to do better. In directing energy into the points of light, permit me to rehash already discussed information. I recognize that there are 18 points of light that I have, and for many years, been working with. Again, there are still many others, and each individual must find their significant points. The first is the bottom of my right foot that provides protection and strength. The second is the bottom of my left foot that keeps me focused on doing tasks of value. The third is trusting my abilities. The fourth is being healthy and helping others to be healthy. The fifth is balancing the aggression through nurturing. The sixth is emitting or doing things and influencing others without using manipulation. The seventh is enhancing and empowering the surrounding environment to create things that are beneficial. The eighth is remembering what it's like on the other side. The ninth is placing oneself in a learning environment. The 10th is understanding that when a request is made, that request should be merged into the entire person's dimensional being. The 11th is understanding personal goals and how those goals meet with the different levels of dimensions. The 12th is providing unconditional love that surrounds the fifth dimension, God's love. The 13th is recognizing others and the compassion that they hold. The 14th is understanding the difference between the senses and the feelings. The 15th is learning in an environment that teaches one. The 16th is understanding rituals and how they can bring about knowledge. The 17th is incorporating personal metaphysics with spiritual metaphysics. And the 18th is understanding the differences between creating and creativity. Once I recognize each of these different parts, I've been able to flow energy, ley lines, into different points. In establishing a Merkaba, there are several components. There are the lower points, and for my purpose, these tend to flow clockwise. There are the middle points that can flow both clockwise and counterclockwise. And finally, there are the high points that flow counterclockwise. In establishing a Merkaba, I can easily recognize each of the different points, and when I place these in groups, I find that moving the group creates a good flow of energy. This Merkaba helps focus personal energy into personal space. That personal space keeps us protected from pranic energy that we unconsciously want to filter away in our space.